And honestly, during those 70 years we've been married,
Woo!
he have
Congratulations.
never, ever told me a curse word or something ugly.
That's
Honest to God, that's the truth.
That's why he's lived this long.
Welcome to the official podcast of Foodies of Lafayette, where flavor meets community. A huge thanks to our chef table sponsor, Ounce of Hope. You can learn more at ounceofhope.com. Let's join our hosts, Heidi McDonald and Jason Stoner.
Hey y'all, Heidi McDonald, Foodies of Lafayette. I'm here today. We've got a new location, but I want to say thank you to Sunday Soda Fountain. Normally we're there. Today we're bringing you a special guest on location with Miss Ruby Sharlow. What we've got, a little thank you to our chef's table sponsor. I want to say thank you so much to Colin Bercier, Ounce of Hope. We want to say thank you to Seth, Logic Refrigeration and HVAC. And we want to say thank you so much to the Swears with Cajun Table. Thank you so much, guys. This wouldn't be possible without you.
Thank you.
Bringing you today with my partner in crime, Jason Stoner. We want to introduce you and bring you behind the scenes with a really, really, really special lady. We've got Miss Ruby Sharlow here, Mr. Jack back here. Over there in the corner, we've got Mr. Tim hiding. We'll see if we can't get him to pop his head around here in a minute and say hi. You probably know Miss Ruby from a couple of different things. She's had a couple of different lives, I guess.
Definitely.
But probably from Ruby's. We'll back up a little bit from there and get the background story. But wanted to introduce you. Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you so much for having us
Yes.
in your home. This is
Well, you're quite
incredible.
welcome.
We appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
All right. So getting into it, like I said, I found quite a bit of information about you, and it's all
I hope
exciting.
it was all good.
No,
course
we,
it is.
we didn't pull your criminal background. You're good. Anyway, so I see you were born in Church Point. Can you tell me your earliest memory, because you're a food icon, your earliest memory of being a child and what that looked like and about food?
With my mother, I think I followed her every step she made. Everywhere my mother went, I went. I was very spoiled behind her because when I was a little girl, about 3 years old, I had my appendix. I was the first child in the Churchport Hospital that had appendix.
Oh, wow.
So that made me kind of spoiled at home. So I followed her around. We would do everything together. She would plant gardens, and I would help her to do everything. And I remember this as a young kid. She had something happen to her back, and she hollered at me. She said, you're the only one I would have hollered at, because you're the only kindest one that would say, I know, Mom, I know you hurt.
How many siblings?
We were 6 children.
Oh, wow.
But my daddy died real young, so she really raised us.
Wow.
My daddy was 42 years old when he died,
Oh, wow.
and we lived in he was a farmer. He did sharecropping, and we worked hard.
Oh, I bet.
Oh my God. You know what? I'm not going to say anything against what we did, because really, we worked hard, but they were good to us. And my daddy worked so hard, but I can remember when my daddy died, he had one thing that he had bought, a truck. He had bought with his boss man, if you want to call it that. And we had to move out. And I guess my uncle found us a house, and the only thing we had was that truck. And he told us, y'all can't have it because he still owed me $300.
Oh,
So we had, but the clothes on our back
Oh, wow.
and moved out. And I was about four, about 12 or 13. And I was the oldest child because my sister, the oldest one, was married. And the reason we had money, because her husband was in the service. And in those times, they would give you an allowance to send it to the wife. And that's what we lived on.
oh, wow. Did you learn to cook from your mom?
Yes, I did. When she would be in the kitchen, I really would go in there and look at her and watch her. And I was amazed at how fast she did things. I said to myself, Mom, you just started that and you finished? And yes, learned how to make cakes from her, homemade pies, everything. Because we grew everything. We bought nothing because we didn't have money to buy anything.
Right.
Wow.
Then when we moved to Churchport, I guess I was maybe 15, and then I had to be the head of the family because my two older sisters were married, and I was the oldest one in the house. So I said, well, I'm gonna have to go to work, and I started working in the kitchen, and I must have cooked there too. Of course, they probably didn't know the difference, and I was making $10 a week
And where was that at?
in Churchport. $10 a week. But I told my brother and my sister, who was younger than me, y'all could go to school. I will go to work. Y'all go to school.
Did you sacrifice at that point your
Yes.
schooling to make ends meet and to
Yes.
help? Okay.
And I remember the lady from the welfare office came, and I refused to be on. I didn't want the kids. They was gonna call me the welfare kid because you know how kids are cruel.
Yes, they are.
And I would. She said, "Well, do you know you could be getting $80 or more a month?" I said, "Well, I can go to work and get $80 more a month. I'm not going on welfare," and I didn't.
That is amazing. That's
That is
great.
amazing.
And you had pride in that.
I do.
And you knew hard work.
Yes,
Yeah.
my parents had taught me how to work hard and how to make ends meet. You cannot go around with your hands open for somebody to give you things. You work for what you want, and we did.
Yeah.
When I got a chance, I worked at the little cafeteria in Churchport. Then my manager saw that I was doing such a great job. She wanted me to come to Lafayette and be the manager at St. Genevieve. And I told her, she says, I need your high school diploma. I said, sorry, I don't have it. She said, no. She said, can you go back to night school maybe and get it? I said, yes.
Now, how many kids did you have
7.
at that point? Okay.
7.
So you have 7 kids and you're going to night school
Yes,
to get your GED.
7 kids in 8 years. When my last child born, where is she? She's right there. My baby. Wayne was 8 years old and she was born. And when I came home, he said, Mom, where are you going to put her? I said, we'll find a place. And Jack worked 2 jobs. I worked 2 jobs. We just did it.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. 2 jobs, 7 kids, and night school at the
Well,
same time?
No, I didn't. I did the 2 jobs later.
Okay.
He had 2 jobs.
I'm trying to figure out where you found so
Yes.
many hours in the day.
So
I
y'all really-
don't have that many
y'all
hours
really-
in my day.
Yeah,
Y'all
he-
really have supported each other
My
through all
gosh.
of that and the
That
hard
is
work.
amazing.
And honestly, during those 70 years we've been married,
Woo!
Congratulations.
he had never, ever told me a curse word or something ugly. Honest to God, that's the truth.
That's why he's lived this long.
Honestly.
That's a true testament of love and respect, though, honestly.
It is.
I don't know a lot of people, even in wonderful relationships, I don't know a lot of people that can say that.
We had
that's
our ups
amazing.
and downs, and nothing is perfect. but you can make it the best thing if you try hard enough.
Yeah.
That's right.
And you know who was my worst?
Oh.
Oh, Tim.
She's pointing to Tim of Tim's
She's
Kitchen, by the
throwing
way.
him under the bus
At
right
home.
here. Y'all
He
ready?
the kid, and we did. I knew he had a genius mind, and nobody knew how to handle him. But by the grace of God, I learned how to handle him.
Well, and handled him well. Look how successful he
Yes,
is now with
right.
Tim's Kitchen.
Yes.
And thank goodness so I can get my gumbo.
But anyway, so Jack said, "You go back to school, and I'll take care of the kids at night."
Wow.
And I did. And I got my GED, made 90 on it.
Congratulations.
You knew it. You just
telling
you knew what you were doing.
The teacher
there.
used to tell me at night, "I sure wish my high school student was like you."
Right.
I said, "Yeah, but I'm grown and I have wisdom and they don't."
Back then, when you were cooking, did you get to choose what you cooked, or did they kind of give you what they?
No,
Okay.
They told you what they wanted.
they told me I cooked it the way I wanted, and the kids loved it. I went to every classroom and asked the kids what was their favorite meal.
Oh, wow.
And what was that?
Spaghetti, meatballs and spaghetti, lasagna,
Well, it had to be your rolls after they tasted them.
homemade rolls.
I mean,
That you can
anybody's
smell
been
all
at-
over the school.
That's
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
You know, they told me what they liked, and I cooked what they liked. But it was very hard to get the employees to cook that way because they did not cook like me.
You put the passion in it
Yes,
and love.
Oh my God, did I ever? Some of the parents still come to Tim's when I'm there and tell me about how their kids miss my food.
Oh, I bet. Well, and that's a lot. That's a lot of kids because once you got that GED, then what?
Then I went to St. Genevieve,
Okay.
and I stayed to St. Genevieve for. We moved in '76, huh? And I stayed to St. Genevieve until 1982. Then I went to Fatima.
Okay.
Go Warriors.
And when I went to Fatima, it was a high school, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was the last year of the high school.
Oh, wow.
Then I went to Fatima. And I did everything that the diocese would not let me do.
So you got some creative leeway going on there.
I had a meeting with the parents, you know, the well-to-do parents, okay? Like I can. Well, anyway, here I am, little old me with a GED, and I'm facing all of these people. And they wanted to know why I wanted a mandatory program. And I told them why. Because your children is taking the food that you are fixing and throwing them in the dumpster. And I can prove that because my husband is over here. He was the custodian over there. And I said, y'all wasting y'all money. Why don't y'all just pay what we need? So, and then this started. Some wanted to pay this. I said, hold it. Everybody is not rich. And I can't charge your child more to feed them than the little child that don't have the money. We got to go where everybody can afford it. And we did. It was not easy.
I bet not.
No.
You definitely built a reputation for good cafeteria food, though.
Yes. Just cook it right. Kids, you would not believe it, but children like good food.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I would sweet talk our lunch lady. I remember doing that. "Oh, you look great today." And I would get all
Always a
kinds of
foodie.
extra
Yeah.
food. Here, you can have more mashed potatoes.
Oh,
You
see,
know?
I was all about the rice and gravy. I just wanted an extra scoop of rice and gravy.
Well, the high school boys, I always gave them more. and that you had to give them a certain amount, and it was just didn't make sense. Well, I made my own sense, and I did what I thought was best for the kids.
So how long did you work for Fatima?
From 1982 until 1991.
Wow.
1990. That's when I opened my first restaurant.
Before we go there, though, I'm curious. Do you did you see a lot of kids after that remembered you from? Did you see them out and about?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The ones I saw, some from St. Genevieve, some from Fatima. And they remembered me, and I remembered them.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's great. And you say they come into Tim sometime, and
Oh, yes. The mamas come there and tell me how the food was, their kids would eat so much better.
Yeah, you were feeding their babies. My little one just started at Fatima, and I'm a little sad you're not still there.
Kids
she
are
might get bored.
Well, so you had a whole career working in the school system. And when most people would have retired and decided to take it easy, that's about the time you decided to open a restaurant.
54 years old.
Tell me about that. What possessed you?
Okay. I guess because they had started with the principal telling you what to do. And please don't do that to me when I know what I'm doing. So that did not go with me. I just walked out one day.
Just had it.
Yes, because I had did so much. We were doing a project with rats, the good food and the bad food, how the rats did and blah, blah, blah. And I did the whole thing. Had the rat, fed the rat, did everything. And the principal, after all of this was done, he bought plants for everybody but me. I said, okay, is that how you appreciate me as much as I have done here? I just picked up my purse and walked out. I really did.
And then
My son, who was a doctor then, my oldest son, he's a doctor. He said, Mom, what do you want to do? I said, he said, I tell you what are you making? I said, $1,200 a month. He said, well, I'll send you that. I said, oh, no, you won't. I said, if you got to send, suppose the month you need to send me $1,200 and your wife needed. I'm not doing that. I'm not on welfare again. Okay. Well, he said, this is not welfare. Mom, look what you did for me to put me through medical school. That's okay. He said, I know what. You love people. You love to cook. Open a restaurant. And that's all I had to tell him. We started looking.
wow.
I said, when I walk in that restaurant, I'm going to know that's the one I need to do. I just knew it. When I walk in number one, it was a little grocery store and a plate lunch place. And I said to myself, this is it. Because it's small. I don't want nothing big. I want a little mom and pop. And that's how we started. 1991, it was.
Wow.
That's Eras Landry. Wow.
So were you doing all the plate lunches at that point? Or was it just barbecue?
Everyday plate
Everything.
lunches.
Okay. And then there was a food truck at one point, right? Or a trailer. You had a barbecue trailer.
Every
Okay.
Sunday was barbecue.
Okay.
Darren, my son, is the barbecue man.
It was, I mean, y'all had that trailer before food trucks were even a thing,
Right.
though. I
Yes.
mean, that was way back before Lafayette even had its first food truck, I think.
Oh, yes, definitely.
So, from Eras Landry to where? To Kali Saloon, okay. And then to Rue Louie. When did you start doing the cakes?
I did the cake,
We had the first restaurant.
Oh, wow.
but Liz,
Popular as it is now, but
yeah. I would
Wow.
do the cooking, the cakes, and everything. 4 o'clock in
Everything.
the morning,
Oh my gosh.
I was getting there.
You know, you became an icon in food in the Lafayette area.
Absolutely.
With that restaurant. How did it make you feel when you saw people lined up?
Scared. Do
You
I
was-
have enough food to feed everybody? I did not want to run out of food. Never. Because that can ruin your restaurant
Yes.
if you run out of food too often. That scared me. But I think we had such a good atmosphere in the restaurant. People just enjoyed the atmosphere also. We had God in there. The first thing I did when I'd walk in the restaurant is get on my knees. Because I knew without him there was no way we could make it. I had to understand that I'm not the first black woman because Miss Laura was, but I was the first black woman to go that far. And that's what they told me at the bank. No way we can lend you any money.
Really?
Oh, no. That money came, I had a savings, and that money came from my son Wayne. And
And he helped you get started.
yes,
Wow.
he put out the money, but we paid him back.
Now, how old were your kids when you opened that restaurant?
Oh, well, they were all grown. That's the only reason. I would have never opened that restaurant.
They were maintenance free by that
Oh,
point.
Lord. I would have never opened it with little children.
Wow.
I
You know,
was-
I'm that age, and I can't imagine opening
Starting
a
a whole new
restaurant.
career?
Well, there's that. But yeah, I can't imagine because for me, that's a lot of that is a lot of work.
I mean, the restaurant
Nights and
industry
weekends
at any
and-
age is a lot of work. But
Yeah.
at a point when most people are trying to slow down and retire, you were just getting started.
And
Yeah.
I had such a great family. Everybody pitched in and helped. Every Sunday, they didn't get paid. I mean, that was free. So that helped a lot. And when I told Timothy to come with me, he had to quit a good job. He was working for Gulf State Utilities. And Liz had went to school. She was a secretary. She came, so they took a chance too.
That's Tim's wife. She's fabulous.
Thank you, Liz.
Yes.
So you finally did sort of retire.
At 72. I got in an
At
accident
72.
and somebody said, it's time for you to hang up. But I didn't really retire. I babysat. The grandchildren, the great-grandchildren. I mean, I did everything.
So looking back, what's one of your favorite memories of all those years in the restaurant with the restaurants?
I had so many good memories. I'm going to tell you one is not a good memory. I'll never forget the first night, because we started open nights,
Okay.
which I didn't want to do. Well, anyway, none of our employees came to work. I was supposed to be mingling. I was in the kitchen.
That's a rough
Oh
night.
my God! To me, it was a disaster.
People didn't show up for
They
their
show up, but we didn't have the
The customer showed, but the employees didn't.
didn't.
Oh, no.
That's the problem.
Yes. So Tim and I had to do everything.
Oh my goodness.
Quite the adventure, I imagine.
I don't know what. Why was it? Why did they do that?
Whew.
That was a nightmare.
Trial
But
by fire. You
yes.
survived.
But we survived, and people came back.
Well, people came back and people kept coming back.
Yes.
And I would argue that that's the reason that we're here. That's the reason that we wanted to talk to you. It's because you're known for doing it right, and you have carried that through every step of the way, and you have taught your family the same thing, and now they're carrying on that legacy through Tim's Kitchen. So we get to keep eating all the good food. Want to say a quick thank you to our partner, Ounce of Hope, Colin Bercier. If you haven't checked it out yet, go online, ounceofhope.com. Foodies for a 10% discount. There's a ton of different stuff out there. Really, really, really great foodie product, though. He's got some good flavors, a lot of different edible options. He's even got some pet wellness products that are worth checking out. So, ounceofhope.com, Foodies. Thank you so much, Colin. We really, really appreciate you.
Thank you, Colin.
Coming back to it, y'all. Joining us here on the couch, we've got Tim Sharlow, Tim's Kitchen. We've got Miss Ruby and Mr. Jack over here. You know Miss Ruby from Ruby's. Retired since then. We've got a lot of good things going on in terms of holding on to those recipes and those family values. And we want to introduce you to some of that in a little bit more in depth. So, without further ado, welcome back, y'all.
Welcome back. Welcome back. So, what's the secret to your smothered chicken or your gumbo? Do you have a big secret?
Ooh, do tell.
It's your gumbo now.
The secret is just
Love
learning how to
that.
cook, I guess. It's just a gift that Mama I have. Just a family gift, tradition, and we just cook the same way that Mama cooked when we were kids.
If she prepared one and you prepared one, would I be able to tell them apart?
Yeah.
Us two. My daughter makes gumbo at the restaurant at Tim's Kitchen now, and you can't tell the difference between our gumbo.
But you can tell the difference from mine.
Well, if I
'Cause
cook a
he's-
gumbo at home, it's different from the restaurant.
Yes.
Sure.
It is.
Okay.
So she
Yeah.
cooks at home now, so that's the difference.
That would
I
be
think.
different, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I get that. The procedure is different, I'm sure.
call
but
Or
that
somewhat.
gumbo's
I call
good.
it Tim's gumbo. Because he's the one that really did.
Mama gave up the reign of cooking the gumbo years ago when I started cooking the gumbos at Ruby's. She said,
Okay.
you do it a lot easier, a lot better than me. She said, now it's your
Wow.
job.
He did.
Yes.
And I let
Wow.
him do it. Cause
And then when I started cooking some of the foods, she said, how did you learn how to cook this? I don't know. I just did it.
I guess I got it from the
learned
neighbor's
from the
house.
best.
I guess I paid.
I
I
said
guess I
you
paid
need
attention
DNA,
like she
'cause-
did with her mom, and I
Yeah.
just did the same thing. Yeah,
Now, were you at Ruby's the whole time with her?
from the beginning.
Oh, wow.
I did most of the business behind getting it started and running. Mama did
Yeah.
the cooking.
So did you intend to go into the restaurant industry? Was that the goal to begin with?
It was almost simultaneously when Mama left the school system, and I was fed up on the job that I had. I wanted to control my own destiny career-wise, so to speak. And it had always been a restaurant because I love to cook.
So, was there ever a thought process of you just taking Ruby's over?
No,
So that wasn't in the plans?
that wasn't in the plans.
Okay. Ruby, how does it make you feel when you finally retired, but Tim has his own place?
I told him and Liz, okay, it's for y'all now. Run with it. And they did. I did not interfere with what they did. When he got his restaurant, he did exactly what they wanted to do. I did not. They didn't ask any questions, and I didn't give them no answers. Because I wanted it to be them.
Ooh, I bet that was hard though.
It was.
I bet it was hard not to call and ask for advice.
Well, it was hard on both of us. Mama had to give up the reign, and I had to take over, and I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
And I didn't
By
want
God's
to
grace, I was
interfere.
able to do it.
How old were you, Tim, when you did that?
I was 29 when we opened the first restaurant, but I had a full-time job, went full-time when I was probably 33, and I managed. I didn't cook. And we would open up Eros Landry, and I said, that's the only restaurant we're going to have. Well, 9 months later, we opened up Cali Saloon. 9 months later, we opened up Rue Louis XIV.
Oh, wow.
So
that was
less than 2 years. We had
fast.
3 restaurants, and I didn't see that coming.
Honestly, I wanted to shoot
Yeah.
him in the foot. Him and my oldest son, the doctor. Oh yeah, you can do it. When I saw number 3, I said, "Oh
That's how
my
we call
God!"
him, number 1, number
So
No way.
who was there? Did you stay at number 1, and did you go to like number 2? I mean, who managed? Because it's very important to have.
I was at number 1, and then I went to number 2, Then we opened number 3. We hired somebody to run number 2.
Well, Mama had 3 or 4 people from the school system that came to work
Right.
for her.
Oh, wow.
Then we hired her first cousin, who cooked just like her. When we opened up the second restaurant, so the first cousin took over number 1. Mama came to number 2, and we opened up number 3. I don't know what happened.
But I know it's important for someone
I
with
went-
the passion and vision to
I
be in
went
that
to
restaurant.
all
Yeah.
3 restaurants every day
Wow.
until I didn't have to. I would go to number 1, and then I'd go to number 2. Then I'd come to number 3.
Outside of Tim, did you have employees that stayed with you the whole entire time? Do you remember having some people that just stayed with
The
you?
whole time, no.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
they
we-
stayed long.
We did have 2 employees for sure that stayed 17 years with us.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Oh, wow.
We
wait
had
staff.
some good
Oh, wow.
employees.
That's
Honestly,
amazing.
we did.
And
Yeah.
we had longevity with employees. We did. We had a lot of turnover. We had over 400 employees within a 20-year period on my database. 400 to 500 different employees from turnover.
So Tim's Kitchen carries on a lot of the food from Ruby's.
Yes.
So if you loved Ruby's,
You gotta
go
love it.
see Tim.
A lot of food and a lot of passion.
Right.
What would you say is the most important thing to your success after all of these years? And the most important thing to pass on?
Being genuine, being
big one.
honest, and loving what you do, and have God in your life, and a good husband.
Well, after 70 years, y'all must be doing something right, I would say.
Well,
When I walked in, Jack said, "I'm 90 years old and nothing hurts."
Whew, I wish I could say that.
I know.
You definitely doing something
He's
right,
doing
Mr.
something
Jack.
right. So anyway, you wrote a cookbook.
yes.
And today, Heidi got your autograph in that cookbook.
I did. And it might take a little while to get them, but a little birdie might have mentioned that there could be some available at Tim's Kitchen if anyone's interested. Call and let him know, and he'll see about getting you hooked up too. You might not get a fancy autograph like me.
Yes.
Or you might.
Scribbling.
Or you might, you never know.
We should have a book signing over there for her.
Oh, we should have a book signing. How fun. Well, you had the benefit of growing up with these amazing parents and in this amazing kitchen with these wonderful recipes. What would you say is the most important thing that you learned and that you hope to carry on through Tim's Kitchen and with your family going forward?
Just passion for what you do, love what you do, have faith in what you do and in God, of course, as Mom said. It's a gift, it's a passion, it's something that like I told you earlier, I don't go to work every day. I go and do what I love every day.
That makes a big difference.
That does.
I love people, I love to cook, and it's just destiny, I guess. It's where I am right now.
Well, I can tell you as a lifetime customer that I definitely appreciate and see and taste and feel the difference. So thank you. And thank you, Miss Ruby and Mr. Jack, for instilling that, because generations of Lafayette are very appreciative.
Absolutely. So I'm going to close soon, but what's your message to young people, especially women, hoping to follow in your footsteps?
To the young people, go to school and get an education. Because without that, you will be nowhere. When we were coming up, it was on-the-job training. There's no such animal anymore. I've pushed my kids to go to school. Jack would tell them, you either go to school or you're out of the house and you're on your own. So they had no choice.
Seems to have worked out pretty well.
It worked out pretty well.
Oh, yes. I remember when my oldest son went to medical school. We did not, it cost a fortune then to send. Of course, he was very smart, so he went to Tulane. Okay, I told him, I said, Wayne, you chose Tulane. I said, Tulane is predominantly white. I don't want you coming home and tell me or your dad that you didn't make it because you're black. You already know that, and we already know that, and you already know what's going to happen. If they don't listen to you and don't give you what you think you need, stand on a chair. If that don't work, stand on a table.
I love
But
that.
bet they're going to hear you.
No excuses.
And he said, Mom, I did stand on a chair. And they did hear me. He had a hard time because he went to Arkansas.
Ooh.
Oh,
And we used to stay on the phone. Oh, my God. I would be crying. I'm trying to keep him where he's at. It was tough.
Can't imagine.
and so you never wanted to see
That
your
just
kids
breaks
go
my
through
mama
that
heart.
struggle
No.
that you saw.
I saw. Oh, my God.
Well, I certainly appreciate you.
That's okay. That just made us stronger. I don't put that on nobody. It's just so happened. That's all there is to it.
Well, it's certainly a positive perspective, and I imagine that that's part of what's gotten you as far as
Right.
you've gotten, is that perspective.
I never saw color. I don't care. I saw people. I saw a person. I saw somebody's child. Okay. And some people have the gift, have a lot of gifts, and I think I have the gift of love,
Most definitely.
and that was good. So. And my husband used to tell me all the time, because I thought everybody was good, okay? He said, everybody is not like you. Oh, well, I said, why not?
They should be.
Yeah, why not? But anyway, it was a long, hard struggle, but it was worth everything. Every penny, every hour, every minute.
Well, thank you for all of those efforts.
Yes, thank you.
We
Thank you so much.
appreciate you so much,
All
and
right.
it has made a difference in our community, and in I imagine hundreds of children's lives, and well, hundreds of children's taste buds and bellies too.
Oh, they did at Fatima for sure. Oh God, the diocese you couldn't have a salad bar. You couldn't have this. Guess what I did?
Did it anyway?
Yes.
So what I have heard is that Miss Ruby will find a way to do it right, no matter what.
Right.
I love it.
No matter what.
Thank you, Miss Ruby.
Thank you, Miss Ruby. Thank you,
Thank
Jack,
y'all
for
for
having us to
coming.
your home. Thank you, Tim. I also want to mention Logic's Refrigeration HVAC. They service restaurant HVAC and refrigeration and all kinds of equipment. Great guy, Seth. He's also a big player in our community fridge by donating refrigeration to those and refrigeration services. If you're in the restaurant business and you want to save money, reach out to Logic Refrigeration HVAC. He can save you some money on a maintenance program. Also, I'd like to thank the Cajun Table. You know them as a restaurant in town, but did you know they have their own seasoning? Their seasoning's fabulous, and you can pick that up at the Cajun Table. So go see what it's about next time you're there.
Thank y'all for being here. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
And thank
Let's
y'all
eat.
for
Let's
coming.
eat.
Make sure to subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or YouTube. And thanks again to Ounce of Hope. Use code FOODIES at ounceofhope.com for 10% off your online order. Until next time, let's eat.